All right. First, we're going to
Excellent.
celebrate the fact that technology has connected us once again.
Well done.
Well,
Yay!
lower
Well
your
I thought
phone.
done.
I
There
was
you
going
go.
to
There
go
you go.
out naked and see if I can get Wi-Fi on the balcony. I don't know what the fuck happened. How you doing, my prison wife?
I'm good. How are you?
My prison
Beautiful.
wife.
Thank you for the date.
We
You're
are,
welcome.
listen, we are going to delve into like how that came about. And I love your shirt. But the prison wife thing has been going on now 10 years, 12 years, 15 years.
12,
Yep.
12 or
12.
13. Yep.
Okay. I actually love that you still use that term.
She will always be my prison wife. We made that commitment way back then.
That is
Yep.
so funny. Oh my
And
goodness.
on my phone, she's listed as my prison wife.
When that comes up, man, everybody goes like, oh. That's
Have you all spent
fantastic.
time together ever? Have you ever been in the same place at the same time at all?
No, not physically.
To
No.
consummate, I mean, you know.
That's exactly how a prison marriage goes. That's absolutely perfect.
Exactly.
They're living the dream. They're living the
Everybody
dream.
looks amazing. Everybody looks really, really great. JJ, where are you? Are you still in Arizona?
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
People from early on that we first met, people that were so consistently supportive in the chat room, and get them together and ask a couple of pointed questions. And the
Uh-oh.
first one being, do you have any favorite memories? Is there anything that stands out ridiculously that you just couldn't forget if you tried?
The ride back from Dinah Shore where you had to pull over because neither one of you were laughing so hard and Donna couldn't drive. You
That
all
was
had to
Key
pull
West.
over. And there was
Yeah,
a good just 10 minutes of you two just like in the front seat, just
yeah.
dying.
That's one of our favorites too, because we know what was being said through the laughing. And I felt so bad for anybody that watched the video because I don't know how they could have made sense of what we were laughing at. But I do remember that we peed the truck. Like
Yeah.
I ended up sitting on a towel. You had to sit on a plastic bag. We had
Yep.
to pull over at a shitty gas station on whatever Card Song Road on the way home. That was Key West. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was our first Women Fest in Key West. It was our first
And
girls.
Yeah. Yes,
and
it
then when
was.
you had to drive around in your underwear with the golf cart.
Another poignant memory.
Legendary.
Another poignant memory.
Legendary.
That was a Who Dares Donna? Who said it?
Yep. Yep.
Vicky
Yep.
said
Yep.
it.
Yep. Whoever said no, I dared me. Who dares Donna to
Yeah.
steal the keys and drive the golf cart? And the legend is born.
It was the funny part was that she stole it, she took off, she only had a bra and panties on, and she came back with guests. She came back with people in the buggy. Like it was absolutely insane. It was the funniest thing ever.
They needed
And
a
you know what?
ride. They
I
needed a ride.
still have my BlackBerry that video clip is on.
Oh
It's just
my
dead
gosh.
in a drawer, but that's where the video clip is. JJ, you have any particulars?
I got one that you guys have no clue that you got documentation on me.
Oh.
I called you on your birthday and I started with Feliz Navidad. And then I said, I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Yes. I think
Forever, with my nieces, I sing happy birthday to them.
that is
But it's always live. And one of my nieces was trying to get it recorded. On her birthday, she would not answer the phone.
because she knew.
because she wanted me to leave the message. And I wouldn't. I
Oh,
go, you're not going to get documentation. You're
that's
not.
smart. We do have it. You know what?
I feel like
And
that's a
after,
challenge. I feel like it's a
after
challenge.
saying it, I was like, oh, fuck.
It's out
They
there.
take it.
It's out there. Yeah. And you know what, Jay? Vicky will find it.
She'll find it because if you think about it, that's only 20 shows we have to go through because your birthday's only once
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah, true.
So we'll find it.
That's true. That
We
is true.
will find it.
For Denise, Feliz Navidad, po 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 po. Feliz Navidad, po 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 po. Feliz Navidad, prospero año, felicidad. I wanna wish you a happy birthday. I wanna wish you a happy birthday. I wanna wish you a happy birthday from the bottom of my heart.
Who's this?
For JJ.
Oh!
Okay, that's what we're all doing here.
I had just gotten an iTouch and discovered podcasts.
Ah,
So I just typed in lesbian, obviously. And yours is one of the ones that popped up. And for probably a good couple of years, I was just a listener.
yeah.
I didn't hit on Wednesday nights, wasn't in the chats. And it was after a couple of years, I'm like, oh, I gotta check this out on a Wednesday night. And there I was every Wednesday night, just about after that. And then
It was the premier place to be on a Wednesday night for 2 hours.
was,
You
it
guys hung in there. Like people don't have that kind of attention span anymore.
Right.
Like if something is, longer than 5 minutes, it's hard to retain your focus, or stay engaged. So what we were doing back then was insane because it was 2 hours, but the level of energy for those 2 hours,
Oh, that was the best.
it's unmatched. Like I couldn't do that again. I just
and
couldn't.
it was very interactive because you had the chat going on at the same time. So you're kind of answering questions in real time and obviously building relationships that have carried on past that.
Yeah. That
So
was
it's
that
Like
was the
this.
next thing was like how it
Yeah.
impacted. Like so many friendships are still intact and connections are still intact, and I think it's just a testament, I shouldn't say, I mean, I don't think we really knew what we were doing and we didn't really know what was developing, I mean, we
but
kind
that's
of
what
did.
makes it really
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah, it was
Because you
so
built that
organic.
community.
It was
Right. And you built that community. And how many people jumped at the chance once you put the call out to do this? How many people just inundated as fast as they could? Like, pick
Yeah.
me, pick me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
I did the same thing with checking out the podcast. And I think I got into the chat room. I think it was maybe a month before I actually chatted with somebody.
You were a lurker at first, I feel.
And when
But
I went through my treatment, you guys were so uplifting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the support that I got was amazing. I loved Wednesday nights.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Like, I don't even have to ask how the show impacted you guys because I think you've just like really laid it out. So
Yes.
one of the questions we were laughing about how different the questions are at this stage of our lives. So we were like, what kind of statin are you on?
There you go, VaJayJay. Definitely.
Nice. She hasn't
Doing the
finished it.
candy.
She doesn't need it.
and-
She's got her vape.
Candy, her
Yep.
candy.
Got the
And JJ,
candy.
look at the candy. My follow-up to you guys is because you both talked about listening for a little bit before you actually joined in the chat. So I'm curious if the time between the shows from Wednesday to Wednesday, like, were you connecting with each other or others that you knew from the chat? Like how much connection did you have in between shows?
I didn't, but also I knew we would talk like Wednesday. But when
Yeah.
we noticed that the show was starting to ramp down, then I think that's when everybody was really starting to solidify those contacts for afterwards.
Right.
So
Smart.
like through social
Smart.
media and making sure everybody was hooked up on the different social medias and phone numbers getting passed around and emails and stuff.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, I'll catch up with them on Wednesday. Or we would
Yeah.
get together through, social media or whatever
Yeah.
and message that way. But at
Okay.
least for me, that's how that was working.
That's cute. Yeah, that's smart.
Who do you remember from the? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
texts in between when I was going through treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Nice.
was, yeah, that was,
Yeah.
I mean, we did have so many breast cancer survivors. I mean, if you think about it, you, Julie, Gia, I mean, so many
Holy
shared
girl.
that.
Yo.
Yeah, Holy Girl, right? But yeah, that was like a common thread. And, and basically like women supporting women, not even like making a conscious effort. It was just organically happening,
Yeah.
nobody was pushing people together or anything like that. And, I think that was something that I remember it hitting me kind of like afterwards was this, bond that had formed between everyone. And, one of the common denominators were, surviving something awful, and it was, and the support that was there was just, like I said, it was just so organic. Nobody was pushing it on anyone, and it was just there. And it was kind of a cool thing to look back on and
Yeah.
say, wow, that was happening right under our noses, you know?
And that's true. And I think like afterwards, Wednesdays became kind of hard. And I would go back and listen to the podcast, but it
Mhm.
kind of hurt more because I couldn't chat. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck this
Uh,
shit.
yeah. Yeah. We were going to say, how do you feel your Wednesday nights? How did you feel your Wednesday nights after? I mean,
And Thursdays, I quit laughing at work and getting in trouble at work every
Yeah.
Thursday, re-listening. And it's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah, Gemma
My
said the
coworker appreciated the silence.
same. It's never a
I
bad
bet
thing.
they did. I remember you getting in trouble, Collins, for laughing at
Yeah.
work more
Couple
than
of times.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Who
then
would you like to catch up? Who would you
Go.
like to catch up with the most right now? If you could pick anybody, alive or dead, who would you like to catch up with the most?
Oh,
I
Jay.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. You said live or dead?
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wendy. For me, I would say Wendy. Dr. Goodman.
Wendy.
Dr. Goodman.
Oh, Wendy.
The pharmacist to the lounge. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
And Weezer.
Yeah.
Weezer was a tough one too.
Oh, Weezer, yes.
Yeah, it's been like we were saying, it's been a blast, like just going through because we saved every single show sheet that was ever written on a Wednesday. Right. Last question.
Uh-oh.
What what do you listen to podcasts now? And if so, what's your favorite?
Oh, I
Um,
don't really have a favorite.
So many out there though, like I feel like we came about at a time where there were hardly any. It was like maybe there were maybe 10, 5, 10 lesbian, specifically lesbian podcasts.
One thing to note, though, you guys will, and because of you, and also for me and Denise to remember, is we were one of a kind in that we broadcast live and then
Mhm.
posted a podcast.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And of
definitely.
the 5 lesbian podcasts that we knew of back in 2006, 2007, and a couple years forward, none were broadcast live. So
No,
we
they were
really
all recorded and
had the-
edited.
exactly.
And I
So
don't
we
think
really-
there's one that are live now either.
right. Hardly anything is live.
You're right.
No.
Yeah.
That was the
And you
beauty
get
of
the
it.
chat room.
Yeah. Interactive chat room at the same time.
Yup.
And yeah, I really seriously think the beauty of it was leaving in all the mistakes, all the burps, all the farts, all the eating, all the dropped calls.
Aunt
just to
Jan,
show that we were
Aunt
human.
Joanne storming in.
We said that, like people
We were
just,
just talking about that too.
they literally
It's
walked
like we
through
were
my
sad if
front
he
door.
didn't show up.
Yeah.
One thing to leave us with so that we can just put your wisest words of wisdom on your call for the podcast. What would that be? JJ, you go first this time. What's the best last word for us today?
What you guys brought me was family.
Oh,
Don't
And
make
that's
me cry.
and I know we don't talk regularly, but you brought me family.
it was one big family. It really was.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys did an amazing job
Thank you.
putting that show together.
We didn't know what we were doing,
At all.
100%
You did it.
winging it,
And you
flying by the
brought
seat of our pants.
everybody together, and it was, God, it was, we need the break right now in our lives.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we thought, 20 years, we're rolling up on 20 years. And it's, even though it's a limited, right? We said 5 episodes, a limited
Right.
series. I think that the best part of it is that it will reconnect, re-energize, give you some laughs, take you down memory lane,
How about you,
Yeah.
Collins? What do you want to leave us with today, Collins?
You
Our
guys
gamer.
realize the impact that you've had by just talking to, the handful of people that you've been able to. But the amount of people that you don't hear from, that you don't realize had an effect in those years with that podcast.
Yep.
That maybe they were afraid to get into the chat and they were trying to be secretive because they were scared or they were in a position they weren't allowed. And y'all were there for them. So you have probably an entire army of people behind you and behind all of us that you don't even know about. And
Yep.
the influence that you two had on every lesbian just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then they hear us, at the time we were older and we're even older now, about our experiences growing up and giving them that outlet, at least for that 2 hours a week, that they could feel safe, even if they couldn't say they were.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think one of the emails that we got one time was from, I don't even know. It was the girl wrote in and said, where I am, I can't be out, but it doesn't matter because I still feel like I have, a circle of friends,
Aw.
a circle of lesbian friends that I get to hang with once a week. And it was just, one of those things that's when it dawned on you that this is going far and wide.
Yep.
Exactly. It was,
Yeah.
it was just a place to sit down and talk to friends.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like
And without judgment.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We were we were judging enough for all
Well, I
y'all.
mean,
Oh, we
Let
would,
them.
yeah.
but you didn't have to worry about being attacked because you were lesbian, and you didn't have to be
Yeah.
afraid of.
Oh, that. Okay, we got
Yeah.
That, yeah.
But the picking on judging, yeah. But they also knew that was a safe space to do it in.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you for
Definitely.
saying that.
So
Yeah.
Thank you for saying
you
that. I
guys
think
probably will never recognize just exactly how powerful that 10 years was.
Yeah.
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 You get a little bit of it with us being able, to tell you now, but there are so many people that weren't safe to be able to say that.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you,
you
Lauren.
impacted us.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I don't think you guys realize what you guys did.
Maybe because we didn't, it was a hindsight thing, I think.
We didn't.
Right.
When it was
We didn't
happening,
look for that. Right. We didn't look
right. When
for
it was happening, it just felt like a Wednesday night party with all these cool people.
It was
Totally. Not
something
at
for
this
you
age.
guys to do that was fun, and
Yeah.
you just have no idea the fact that you gave us.
Thank you. You're sweet.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for taking time out to do this.